Dobro Jutro, Divine Pisces 222. It is Tuesday, December 3rd, 2019. I'm doing an energy check-in for Twin Flames today. And see what we get. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Got a lot today, actually. Woohoo! Alright, so I do feel a resurgence of hope happening right now with a lot of twins. This could be because, you know, you've had a breakthrough, maybe in your healing or in your karmic situation or even in your connection. You know, especially, you know, Divine Feminine kind of been going with the flow, you know, dealing with her crap, so to speak, you know, all the time. You know, kind of going towards this little sliver of light instead of focusing on the darkness surrounding her, and that's really good. Divine Masculine, I do feel still some dark night of the soul happening with Divine Masculines. You know, it's like they've been kind of in this energy of just focusing on everything that's going quote-unquote wrong. Whereas Divine Feminine's been trying to illuminate that path for them. And I do feel a lot of Divine Masculines are, again, recognizing this. They're kind of moving towards that. They're really kind of coming into their own, trying to, you know, really branch out into who they are. You know, not wanting to live in a lie anymore. And that's part of Dark Night of the Soul, you know, breaking down of the ego. Kind of coming into the realization that, you know, all these things you've been told your entire life, you know, basically all the expectations and everything that have been thrust at you, realizing that they're not your own, and really coming into who you truly are and what you truly want and where your truth actually lies. And, you know, Divine Feminine kind of went through this for a while. You know, Divine Feminine went through an identity crisis. You know, and so it's, I guess it's Divine Masculine's turn, although it's kind of a back and forth energy, so I feel like it's mirroring. So Divine Feminine may be in a little bit of doubt right now as well. Do you feel both twins very much in their heads right now about this, what's going on right now, whether it's Dark Night of the Soul, or is that actually about the connection? I do feel the 5D communications very, very strong right now. Dreams definitely very, very strong right now, but both twins very much in their heads right now. There's a lot of issues with self-worth still, which is breaking away, it's falling away, especially with this realization of who, you know, you actually are, as you kind of gain the wisdom, gain the knowledge, get the downloads and everything like that, kind of move past the dark energies. You know, you kind of start coming into this idea that, you know, you are worthy of everything that you want, you are worthy of the things that you desire, and that you don't have to hold yourself back because of that. Like, because a lot of twins hold themselves back because they feel they're not worthy of success, or they feel they're not worthy of abundance, not worthy of love, you know, that sort of thing, not understanding that all of that comes from within, right? And once you kind of branch out into this individuality and start understanding that you control what you feel, you control what you do, you control how you think, not anybody else, you know, you start really understanding your own self-worth, and you start having a little bit more respect for yourself as far as that goes. I do feel some of the twins are on different pages right now, and that's okay. There is a light and dark aspect here. I feel like, again, right now, Divine Masculine's very much in darkness, very much in Dark Night of the Soul, whereas Divine Feminine's kind of coming out and trying to shine her light here. You know, not just for Divine Masculine, but for herself, right? Because that raises your vibration, all right? And that brings forward your abundance, and it brings forward your, if you're not sure where to go, like where you are in your path, and, you know, which road to take if you're at a crossroads. You know, Divine Feminine's trying to really trust her intuition a little bit more. Divine Masculine's doing that as well. They're kind of coming into the spirituality, you know, really trying to listen to their intuition, listen to spirit, listen to the messages that they're receiving, whether that be by dreams, maybe song messages, or even, you know, just straight up downloads that they're getting, you know, maybe they're getting quote unquote memories that they have no idea where they're coming from, you know, that sort of thing. So they're gaining wisdom here, okay? And it's really kind of helping them figure out what they need to do next, okay? So I do feel a lot of choices still in the air right now with both twins. A lot of Divine Feminines are moving forward. They've made their choice. Still some trepidation, though. Still a little bit of trepidation. But I definitely feel that a lot of Divine Feminines are moving forward. A lot of them have disconnected from the connection right now in the 3D, so that they can focus on that decision and on what they need to do. And Divine Masculine is just trying to figure out what the heck he wants, because let's be honest, most of them don't really know right now. Very confused. Alright, let's see what's going on with Divine Masculine. Yeah, okay. Alright, so some of them do actually want to come in very swiftly, very passionately. They've been thinking about this, they've been manifesting it. You feel a lot of sexual energy absolutely coming through. And just keep in mind, I mean, I'm not telling you this so you can manifest it, but I'm telling you, oh, it's skipping again. Right as I said, sexual energy is at like 6 something. Divine truth. So I do feel that, again, you know, some of this, if you do get communication or if they do come in, it may trigger you. I'm not saying this to manifest it, I'm just saying it's possible. And if it does, you know, just deal with it and move on. But yeah, Divine Masculine is definitely rebuilding right now. There's been some towers, you know, Dark Night of the Soul, that sort of thing. A lot of them working on their foundations, so that they can move forward with confidence. And it's skipping again. What is happening? Interesting. So yeah, a lot of them wanting to move forward in confidence. They're building up that foundation that's been broken down. There's a lot that's been broken down here. A lot of egos have been broken down. A lot of foundations have been shaken. And you know, some of those really strong foundations, when they get shaken, it's really scary, because you really are thrown into like an identity crisis. You're just kind of like, oh my God, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, my entire life has been a lie. It's really scary. And some of them are very, very much in their heads about it. They're very emotional about it, and they don't know how to deal with it. You know, the purging aspect, you know, is very difficult for Divine Masculines. But they're working on it. I do feel this. I feel like they're trying to balance this out, and it's just really, really difficult. So some of them may come in and express some things to you, but let's be honest, most Divine Masculines don't. They just kind of hide stuff. They don't acknowledge things. Instead, they'd rather fight with themselves. So a lot of inner conflict coming in, like a lot of triggers kind of surrounding Divine Masculine right now. Some of them may actually be in conflict with another person. This could be a karmic situation. But I am getting a lot of inner conflict. And you may be actually in conflict with your Divine Masculine right now, but this is still coming through to me as inner conflict. A lot of inner conflict right now. Like the ego right now I do feel is taking a beating. Like the higher self's kind of coming in and be like, no, go away. Go away. You're messing things up. You're messing things up. And that's good. So kind of acknowledging the ego aspect of things, and, you know, trying to move forward in their truth. You know, and feeling like, you know, they've put all this effort into their lives as it is now, like as they are now, and it's just like weighing on them. They're just like, oh my gosh, I put all this effort into this and it wasn't even real, blah 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 blah, it wasn't what I thought it was, you know. And so they're focusing on the failures, quote unquote, the failures, which we all know there are no failures, right? That they're not quite seeing the good side yet, but I do feel it will come. Like the Divine's really trying to show them here. So with the downloads and everything that they're getting, it's just like trying to push them onto the other side, like trying to get them out of the darkness, trying to get them out of the disappointment, you know, out of expectation, right? And trying to get them to see their true wish fulfillment and their true selves, and who and what they actually are and where they need to go, okay? And Divine Feminine's been doing a lot of work, you know. Divine Feminine's been working on herself. She's been working on her abundance, really trying to raise her vibration, trying to show the way for Divine Masculine too, you know. And I think you know, a lot of Divine Masculines are, believe it or not, they're watching their Divine Feminines. Now, it may not be in the 3D, but a lot of them are spying, but they still see you in the 5D. Okay, so keep that in mind. So keep your vibration high, Divine Feminine, because they can feel when you're in a low vibrational state. They can, just like you can feel when they are. Okay. Alright, Divine Feminine. Yeah, alright. So Divine Feminine, I do feel still trying to work on cutting away some things in her life and really, really coming into standing in her truth. A lot of Divine Feminines were in their truth, like, within, but they weren't speaking it. So I do feel this is coming out. A lot of truth is coming out right now. You may be trying to speak your truth to your Divine Masculine, speaking your truth to your karmic situation, to your family, your job, whatever. And trying to cut out the things that you know no longer serve you, and moving forward according to what your highest good is. And a lot of Divine Feminines, again, really consulting their intuition. And if you have doubts about your intuition, if you're clouded, you know, do some chakra clearings on that. You know, you really want to make sure your channel is clear so that you're receiving and interpreting messages correctly. So that if you're not sure which way to go, you know, your intuition can help you with that. But if you're clouded, you can't really, it's not going to help you because you're not really quite sure if you're in ego or if you're in intuition. So remember, I've said this before, you know, intuition, when you get that feeling, that gut feeling, there's a difference between feelings and emotions. When you get that gut feeling to do something, when it comes through intuition, there is no emotion attached. It's only when you start thinking about it and you get into ego that emotions become associated with it. Okay, so that's the difference between intuition and ego. Okay, is the emotional response to the message that you're receiving. Does that make sense? Okay, and I do feel Divine Feminine is trying to balance that out. A lot of Divine Feminines, you know, probably have just realized that they may have been in ego without realizing it. Okay, so they're trying to come out of that, trying to go more towards intuition here, and that's good. Okay, just keep in mind, you know, it can switch back and forth here, and there's a lot of mirroring going on with this. Okay, so Divine Masculine's in ego, Divine Feminine's in ego, probably. Okay, so the best thing to do with this really is meditation, honestly, and get used to how it feels with intuition. You know, you can do exercises and stuff like that with your intuition. You can do the same with your spirit team, you know, do like meditation exercises with your spirit team, you know, calling them forward, seeing how it feels or what happens when they come forward, and then asking them to step away so you can feel the difference. So there's several things you can do with that to help balance that out, okay? I do feel, again, Knight of Cups, a lot of emotion also coming through with Divine Feminine. So a lot of emotions in the air here. A lot of swords today too. So I feel just a lot of overthinking of emotions. Maybe you're recently triggered and you're trying to figure out how to purge it, but you're just, instead of purging it, you're just sitting there thinking about purging it. So just just do it, okay? But Divine Feminine also, again, there's a choice that needs to be made here, and Divine Feminine's working on this. Some of you may have already made a choice, you know, and a lot of it has come to light because of this choice, or maybe you've made a choice and you're not sure if it's the right one, you know, that sort of thing, and you're kind of blinding yourself here, trying to seek out the truth through your intuition, and that's good. Just make sure that you're not in ego, okay? Balance that stuff out, but there's a lot of anxiety still, and some of you may be feeling this from your Divine Masculine, okay? You know, because when they go through Dark Night of the Soul, you know, they deflect, right? So try to keep yourself balanced. If you're feeling this, it could be Ascension too. A lot of Divine Feminines going through Ascension. But a lot of Divine Feminines are actually worried about their truth. It's like they're wanting to speak it, or they have spoken it, and it feels like there's a lot of fallout around this, and it's bringing them anxiety, and they feel stuck again. Okay? Don't let yourself feel stuck. If you've made a decision, move forward with it. Don't renege on your decision. Don't do it. You know, if this decision is for your highest good, okay, and you've been following your intuition, and the universe is guiding you somewhere, don't pull back. Don't do it. Don't go back to square one, okay? All that's going to happen is you're going to end up right back where you were, okay? Alright, let's get some messages here. Yeah, 5D communication and 5D connection, very, very strong right now. Yeah, see? Shining that light. Most of us didn't, let's be honest. Trying to control the triggers. A lot of regret here, too. Okay. Might be seeing doppelgangers, that's a thing. Some of them are actually, like I said, you know, divine masculines especially are waiting for you to do something, or to say, or maybe to show them the way. And keep in mind, this could be what you want to say to your counterpart as well. Yeah, a lot of obsession going on right now, a lot of spying. Don't really know which way is up. And there's the truth right there. Alright, let's get some messages. And advice. Oh, well. Alright, what we got here? Oh yeah, okay, inner child stuff, guys. Inner child stuff's coming up again. Okay, and this could be, and the most common thing was with inner child wounds is rejection, abandonment, that sort of thing. Okay, so I might want to return a focus to inner child work. I know that with some of my private clients that this has been a theme with some of them, with the inner child stuff, okay? And yeah, you're getting signs, you're getting synchronicities. Pay attention to these, okay? Not only are they, you know, trying to point you in the right direction, but they're activation codes, okay? They're trying to call your attention to something. There may be a message involved here, okay? So make sure that you're taking the time to just, you know, connect with your guides, or connect with source, or your higher self, whatever, and just be like, okay, I saw that. I'm open to the message. What is the message here? What do I need to do? Okay. Some of you definitely need to work on that heart chakra, especially with purging, inner child wounds, and things like that coming up. Heart chakra is what governs that. You know, the feelings, the purging, and things like that. So you might want to clear some of that out, kind of help you overcome whatever the triggers are. And of course, third eye, and I've mentioned that before, clear out that third eye. That seems to be a theme right now too. Because I feel like some of you are having issues connecting with your spirit guides, or you feel like you're not fully connecting with your spirit guides correctly, and clearing that out will help, okay? And again, it's calling attention to heart chakra, but also protection. So you might want to up your protection, especially as you're purging and as you're healing and as you're doing the inner child work, okay? Keep yourself grounded as much as you can, okay? And boom, twin flame card here. This is one of the twin flame cards in this deck, okay? It is being divinely guided. It's being divinely protected, okay? So don't worry about it. Stop worrying. Stop worrying. Stop worrying. Okay? Worrying gets you nowhere. Worrying just keeps you in a low vibration, okay? You need to raise your vibration, not lower it. Alright? Stop worrying about it. Things are happening because they need to happen. It's going to be fine. But again, keep yourself grounded. And I already said this, but this just kind of brings emphasis to it. Keep yourself grounded. Keep yourself protected. You are being guided, okay? So just return your devotion to yourself, return your devotion to the journey, okay? And just kind of let it go, release expectations, let go and enjoy the ride, right? All right. All right, guys, well, I hope this has resonated. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.